Hello, and welcome to Bride's Book and Film. The film we're going to talk about today is Wayne's World 2 from 1993, directed by Steven Surgic, a runtime of 95 minutes, a budget of $30 million, and a return of $72 million at the box office. Yes. It's one of those. It's one of those today. I've recently watched Wayne's World, and I thought, well, I'll give Wayne's World 2 a go as well, see what happens. So Wayne Campbell is played by Mike Myers. Garth is played by Dana Carvey. Cassandra Wong is played by Tia Carrere, Win. Bobby Khan is played by Christopher Walken, Win. And Honey Hornay is played by Kim Basinger. Hope I pronounced Basinger right. I've never really known. There's a whole list of cameo guest stars. We have Kevin Pollak, Drew Barrymore, Win, Chris Farley, Ed O'Neill, Heather Locklear, Win, Bob Odenkirk, Aerosmith with, Steven Tyler, Aerosmith, and Jay Leno. And unfortunately, as good as that list of co-stars or guest stars is, I mean, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 decent guest stars there. You've got Tia Carrere, Kim Basinger, Drew Barrymore, and Heather Locklear. There's wins all round. Unfortunately, that's not enough to save this film, to redeem this film. So Wayne is still dating Cassandra. And Wayne has this bizarre dream from out of nowhere featuring Jim Morrison. The late great frontman of The Doors, Jim Morrison. He has this dream. And he says, you've got to organise a music festival. Okay, you've got to organise a music festival. So, for no real reason, he has this dream. He goes in this vision. There's a Native American man with his bare backside for some reason. He's wearing like a loincloth type deal. And yeah, this is just such a. If you've watched Wayne's World, leave it there. If you've not seen Wayne's World 2 before, leave it. Let's see what else I've written. Wayne has a bizarre dream featuring Jim Morrison, who inspires him to organise a music festival called Waynestock. Right. Wayne and Garth set out to create their own Woodstock, and they recruit the legendary roadie Del Preston, who has several bizarre and quite frankly surreal stories of his time on the road, and he's a proper stoner, and and then he said this, and and it's a bit poor, really. So Bobby Khan, played by the legend that is Christopher Walken, because let's be fair, if you've got Christopher Walken in your film, that's a win. You've instantly bumped up your credibility a few notches with Christopher Walken, let's be quite honest. But unfortunately, even the appearance of Christopher Walken, and I think I've said that too many times now and it sounds a bit weird, not even he can save this film. In this film, Bobby Khan takes the place of Benjamin Cain from the first film, who decides that he likes Cassandra and he wants to steal Cassandra away. And he wants to... What did I write? Yeah, he tries to steal Cassandra again, causing jealousy and insecurity in Wayne again. And Wayne really struggles again. It's all just... I really did like Wayne's World. I really did. And most of Mike Myers' films, if I'll get into Austin Powers soon. If you've seen the Austin Powers films, he does various callbacks. He breaks the fourth wall. The Austin Powers films are really good because he rips on all the films. So for instance, Dr. Evil says, lock him up. Lock Austin Powers up with one inept guard and in a lightly guarded room, and let's tell him all our plans. That sort of thing. Yeah, so Wayne's World 2, it's the same as the original, really. All round, he breaks the fourth wall a few times, with his excellent comments that he does. In this film, there's multiple different endings, because well, that wasn't a very good ending, was it? Oh, let's do another one. And then they do that whole Scooby-Doo thing. And then they play another ending. The list of stars in this film should make it. I mean, that's a proper list of A-list celebrities right there. There's some proper, Christopher Walken, Drew Barrymore, Bob Odenkirk, Kevin Pollak. You've got all these stars. And I don't know, Wayne's World 2 seems a bit lackluster. It seems a bit uninspired. It appears to be a sequel for sequel's sake. They don't really add anything different to the story of Wayne and Garth. They don't really. It's the same thing with this Bobby Khan trying to steal Cassandra again. Now Wayne has snagged himself a proper looking woman there in Cassandra Wong. She's obviously going out with him for a reason. So why is he getting so worried about Bobby Khan trying to nick his Doris? I don't understand it. You think by now he'd have realised, well, Cassandra's going out with me because she actually likes me. So Wayne's World 2, it seems like a sequel for sequel's sake. I wish they hadn't really made it. That's my own personal feeling on it. I wish I hadn't watched it again, because I watched it years ago when it came out. Wayne's World 2. Watching Wayne's World 2 is very much like French kissing your mum. In as much as just because you can, it doesn't mean that you should. So if you're rumming an hour about watching Wayne's World 2, remember Bride Grylls and his advice. It's like French kissing your mum. Just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Give Wayne's World 2 a miss. If you've not seen it, it'll only sully the memory of Wayne's World, and you don't need that. You need to go on with your life with a good memory of Wayne's World. Avoid Wayne's World 2. I'm only going to give it 2 coffee cups. 2 coffee cups, that's it, and that's scraping. The only reason it's got 2 coffee cups is because of Tia Carrere, Kim Basinger, Drew Barrymore, and Heather Locklear. That's it. That's the only reason I'm giving it 2. If he didn't have those, those actresses in it, he'd be scraping a 1. But because he put Heather Locklear in it, and Heather Locklear is always a win, 2. So yeah, just if you've not seen it, don't worry, you're not missing. If you've seen Wayne's World, you've seen Wayne's World 2. That's the bottom line of it all. So give it a miss. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.